AB Trades here, and we're going to be doing our daily watch list video, the top stocks to watch out for tomorrow. If you've never been to my channel, I'm AB Trades, and I teach people how today trade options with daily videos on either tutorials or stocks to watch out for. I don't like to waste my time, I don't like to waste your time, so my videos are as short as possible. So anyways, let's get into it. As always, we start off with SPY, which is the S&P 500 ETF. If you're looking at it here, it has one of the most liquid options tables, as well as is basically the market, so it determines where a lot of the big name stocks go, the ones that we trade being the FANG stocks, FAANG, Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. So looking here, we've been getting into this range here where we got rejected 1, 2, 3 times in 2018. Now coming here into 2019 from this huge run, we're now getting rejected by this on the third time. So what we're looking at here on SPY for tomorrow is we're pushing into this range, and we kind of formed this indecision candle here, right? So when we have these indecision candles at these crucial levels, we definitely have to pay attention to them. When we have indecision levels in the middle of zones, it doesn't mean much. But when we have them near support and resistances that are crucial, then we usually see something. So what we'll be watching out tomorrow, or expectation tomorrow for SPY, is a reversal here, or at least to come back to retest this 278 area. If we get above the high from today, then we should be expecting some volume to come in and some buyers to step up. Because if we get above, that means, hey, we're actually strong enough to break this indecision and get higher. But more likely than not, we're looking for that downtrend. If we want to see currently what SPY futures are doing, you can see if we let's just look on the 15-minute here. Oops, don't want to go into that. If we go to the 15-minute here, we can quickly see that we're kind of holding this level. So we're going to wait to see what we do here. If we start to fall, again, that's going to be our expectation. If we don't, then we're not. Facebook here, it looks like we're starting to get a little move to the downside here, which is what we were expecting up here from yesterday. We're expecting that downside momentum coming from the bad news around a data breach. So if we're looking here, we have this news drawing it down. We form this indecision candle here saying that, hey, bulls are still present, but so are bears. So we are still partially holding a nice trend line here where our lows are getting higher. So if we're going to reverse, this is going to be the best place to reverse. As you can see here, we're kind of coming off this trend line. We're getting higher. We found some support in close above 170. So tomorrow we're looking to go long on Facebook above today's high to fill this gap. Right now I'm going through the FANG stocks. So the next one being Apple here. Apple, again, we were looking for some indecision and looking for that retracement back down, but we didn't get that. But now we got the second indecision candle in a row. This should tell you something, especially with it being as flat as it is right here. So what we'll be looking for tomorrow is that sell-off, looking for SPY to also sell off a bit to at least retest this 200 moving average before we start to bounce up higher. We're going to look at Amazon real quick, AMZN, and then we'll go to Netflix and move on to the stocks that y'all wanted me to cover. So looking here at 1600, we're now getting up into this resistance that we're watching at 1700. We kind of formed this indecision candle, which has been a classical theme throughout our discussion so far of the market. We've been seeing a lot of stocks at highs forming these indecision candles, expecting that reversal. Next stock looking at here is Netflix. Netflix bumped up into 360, couldn't hold, eventually closed below 360, looking for that continuation of this downtrend. So I'll just watch out for that. Now, if you want me to review your stocks, please click that first link in the Discord in the description, which is a Discord link to join the free chat. Alright, it looks like they want SPY, Amazon, Disney, BAC. Well, since I've covered Disney or BAC, let's do that. So Disney here has been kind of trading range bound in between 100 and around 118. We're now reaching the higher point here, and volume starting to pick up. It's weird to see as much volume stepping in as we see here with no movement. So I would just wait and see what is going to happen out of this consolidation here. If we get that move up higher, then that'll be good. If we don't, we're going to see a breakdown. Again, so much volume, so little movement. Something has to happen. If you want to buy a straddle, that would be a good play here. Again, I cannot give advice because I am not licensed, nor do I want to. All my videos are purely for education, so take that as your own and do your own research. So looking here, BAC is trading range bound. We were looking for that support here. We finally got it. We're now hitting into this resistance. So SPY starts to sell off tomorrow. then you'll be seeing this reversal here. If not, then we'll be seeing another push up into this zone, forming a doji. We'll be looking for a reversal. If we push up through this zone strong and close above here, then we'll be looking for a continuation higher. Next being GLD, which is gold. I believe, yes, the gold of SPY. And if we can see here, we don't really have much to go off of, except that we're kind of getting weaker here in the market. You can see here that we tried to push up higher and we couldn't. And instead of dropping down and making a higher low, we actually made a lower low. So watch out for some indecision here as we start to break lower to retest that 200. Next stock we're looking at is PayPal, PYPL, if I can type it correctly. PYPL, again, we have this nice bounce here. We kind of made this new high at around 159. We're looking for a nice pullback. Possibly, if we can just pull up on the chart real quick, just to get a second opinion. Look here, we can apply. Okay, if you can see here, new highs, new lows. This would be the perfect time to either buy some puts, buy some call credit spreads, whatever you want to do. It looks like we're going to be ensuing for a possible reversal here on PayPal to at least retrace back down to here, back to where we found some support at around $90. Let's moving on. We can see here we're looking at AMD. AMD is getting rejected by this previous trend line, so our next support here is going to be at around 21.38. So we'll watch that for support. IWM here, which is the Russell 2000, almost like SPY, but not. If you can see here, we kind of pushed into this doji here, and then we saw this nice reversal. Again, if SPY starts to sell off, then we'll see this start to sell off some more tomorrow. Looking a bit range bound here before we start to gain some room and go up higher. LRCX, never traded this, so I'm going to look here at the trade tab. Volume good, open interest good, spread of about 17 cents. Not really my liking. I'm going to skip that there. Spread too big. Facebook, Amazon, Apple covered. Tesla. We have a lot of people wanting Tesla. Let's see exactly what happened on Tesla. I want to get a good picture before I try to give an image. What happened here on Tesla? It looks like we kind of made a double top. We kind of formed out here. This is taking up room on the chart. I'm going to remove it real quick. So Tesla is looking like it's having a lot of aftermarket action, probably some tweets. Again, I don't keep up with news, so I can't say, but let's look at it on a longer term time frame. If we're looking here, we're trying to get up to this 300. That was going to be our first test of resistance, but it looks like we're actually playing into resistance off this previous low here, and I know that's not straight, but this previous low here is acting as was support, and now it's coming back up and retesting as resistance. So what we're looking for tomorrow is if the market starts to sell off again, we're going to have this sell off to retest 280 and come down lower, because retest, boom, 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 follow through, or we're going to get a huge movement up and then find some resistance at 300. Disca, never heard of that stock. Disca here. If we look at the trade tab, this is discovery. Nope, options volume way too low. Moving on, Apple BA. So looking here at BA again, BA is one that we're looking for a continuation of a sell-off, but it looks like we're just building here. So if we can build and then push up, or build and then push down, that's what we'll be seeing. But we want to see more moves on the daily, picking a direction and going somewhere. Next, CVS and Microsoft. So looking here at CVS, we finally dropped below this level of support. We're kind of pushing up to retest. We have this bearish engulfing candle. Most likely, we're going to see that continuation back down on CVS. MSFT, Microsoft here. Again, we're getting this trend. We're starting to slow down on that movement back up with the doji here around this high. Expect a pullback back down to around 113, maybe even this trend line of around 112 before we bounce up higher. MO, Apple, AMD, Disney. I already covered most of those except MO. MO, never heard. We're going to go to the trade tab real quick. Decent. Spread of about 5 cents, 3 cents. We can take that. So looking here, we're finally building here on this 200 moving average, which is usually important. As you can see here, we kind of got below it and got rejected by it here. We're building, but again, this is a prolonged uptrend. So what we see in uptrends is, sideways movement, some pullbacks. We have not yet seen a pullback. So even though we're looking for a breakup higher, I would wait for a breakup higher, a pullback to retest, and then higher on MO. Facebook, ACRX. Let's look at ACRX real quick. Looking at the trade tab, volume is not there. We're not going to trade that. I'm pretty sure all these won't have the volume as well, but I want to cover it just to make sure. Chesapeake, no, we're not going to be trading that. Alright guys, thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, and subscribe. See y'all tomorrow.